Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League, main bracket round 2 here. We have Unholy versus Nova with Unholy killing first here with um with Stefa killing here on the ghoul in Suffocation Pit 1. I'm here joined with Nick Bag. Ghosty. Ghosty, how are you? And what do you think of our build?
I'm very excited, Mel. Thank you for that lovely introduction. A very interesting and exciting build with coup de grace for those very long M1s. A very nice combination of Ruin, Eruption, and Pain Res, and a very nice starting bite onto Ace Dan. Very good start to our match today, and not burning no Corrupt though, which I find very interesting though, since Corrupt is normally a perk you would see in a ghoul set just to sort of zone survivors to your side and help protect your gen. So I'm very intrigued to see if that might end up biting, I believe, Nova on the bottom now, because I think Nova is
I made a mistake. Yeah, it is Stefa playing for Nova, not Unholy, my bad. We have Unholy survivors out here right now. I think Ghoul is one of those killers, like, you could get away without Corrupt. Like, you know how Billy sometimes doesn't run Corrupt? It's similar with Ghoul, like, they're able to get across the map, get to where the survivor spawns relatively quickly, right, Ghosty? So, like, the losing out the gen blocking at the start on the 3 farthest gen from Corrupt Intervention isn't that big of a deal compared to some of our other killers here. However, I do like our choice of coup de grace, Ghosty. I do really love the coup. I mean, I think I've told you that before.
I'm a coup fan, yeah. I've noticed that there's a few killers who love a bit of coup action on it. A nice tag onto Wicker.
Very well played.
We have 200 survivors. Unfortunately, we're not in Rage, so we don't have access to our third dash, but Chase going down towards Shaq's side. I think we saw one of our survivors, Jake or Ace, on that gen over on our 5 side as well.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, due to the cooldown of lunge, we do get another window fall. So this is a very nice chase at Shaq by our Lori.
Yeah, Wicca here is kind of juicing. Oh.
Do we have our window?
No, the window is blocked. So
do
Wicca has to make a pallet. No, it looks like we're just gonna run to edge map. No, we're just running to edge map at this point here. There was a pallet near that. There's like an edge map pallet nearby as well, but like, I mean, it's an edge map pallet. Might as well run slightly farther, get a bit more distance here to maybe die, and put ourselves in a position to not get hooked mid map. A gen does finish here for our first chase. The generator here at 6, which is very close to the chase by Dan, I believe, as we saw some pools of blood. Yeah, there they are. I don't know, Ghosty, what do you think with the situation right now? That was a very, very good first chase by Wicca, getting that gen done for that down.
Honestly, a very solid chase. With also in the background earlier on Ruin also being cleansed, so no more slowdown from that.
But we do have
now your personal favorite of coup de grace is active now at the moment.
We have two stacks here of coup. I'm very excited to see how Stefa decides to use it. A thing to note is we don't have Ruin, but we do have oh my double
holy gen pops.
We do have Eruption to fall back into. With both gens popping, right, each gen giving 2 coup stacks, we hit the cap of 5, so we lose one of our coup stacks. Tragedy. And also, like the gen pops, I would be scared right now. That was, oh my.
The sound of doom and gloom when you have multiple gens popping. We do have what looks to be a secure onto Wicked trying to happen here, but maybe this tag onto Jake maybe gets the unhook. It does deny his second stave, but we do get the down thanks to coup. I'm wondering if maybe we didn't want to use that coup stack there though now, because that could have, I think, maybe been a short.
You could have likely walked up and short swing, but coup does get you there quicker, so you could get into chase it with Lori faster, so like she gets less distance.
Very true, yeah. And we are enraged again, so we have access to that third dash as well. And we do have a nice fill pallet of 5 though.
I think the note goes CS with that third dash. We do have, I'm pretty sure that's the satchel makes the third dash swing faster, right?
Yes, so we are running essentially the blight equivalent of our double speed. We've got the purple coffee cup, which means that our, I think it's first lunge and second are quicker, if not at least our second lunge, which is your primary lunge, is quicker, and a satchel to make that third lunge just as fast. And also
the satchel makes the third lunge, from what I recall. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was casting a match with Flare the other day, it is like 30% faster, which is nuts.
It's pretty quick, and also insane that as well.
Oh my.
Add to on top of that, and the fact that it seems like Nova's killer is a bit of a ghoul gamer, they know their slingshots, so they will be traveling very fast across the map.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we like to see here on the ghoul. The mobility, in my opinion, is like the funnest part of ghoul, right? Like the mobility, swinging around.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the more interesting and enjoyable things about this killer, because apart from his launch, he is just your standard M1 killer, so if you're good with these slingshots, as it's known, it can be a lot of fun, and you can just cover so much distance, especially with Enraged on that second lunge. Another nice bite onto Anahardan, and back into Enraged we go. We are back in the races with our third dash being unlocked again.
Yeah. I mean, we do have great mobility, but the thing to note, Ghosty, is we have 3 hook stages on the board, and do you see how many pain rest charges we still have? I think we're a bit unlucky here with our pain rest RNG.
I mean, I think that Steve has some good hook locations, like hooking all the way in that corner 7 pocket is a really nice hook to have, like getting away from that area, only having a shack, and unfortunately not having that 7 filler palette and almost one's having that bit of not the nice edge map palette. It's going to be difficult to kind of get out of that corner section. We are taking our lip and we get to cancel it. Do we get the coup swing? We do! A very nice down!
And that, Dan does go down here.
And I think we might actually get the pain res out of this. Yes, we do. We have a nice top mid pain res hook as well, so that will be our first pain res token and coming into play now.
We could see here in the background 2 of our survivors are kind of like lurking around, and we have a survivor working the generator at 7. It is Tavo on the generator here. That's about 20% progress. Getting hit by pain rest, so it goes down to about 15.
Honestly, not a bad gen split for our survivors as well. Oh, a nice bite onto
I was saying, the gen spread looks a bit hard to defend here, because it wouldn't usually be hard to defend. They're geographically close to each other, but there's this giant wall in between between the 2 gens.
As much as Ghoul is very mobile, like having to at least spend 2 dashes, even with a slingshot to get there, is a lot, but a very clean slingshot straight back onto Dan, meaning that they will be going down.
That was through Champion of Light, Ghosty. Crazy stuff.
It just shows how strong mobility killers can be, even against something like Champion of Light, which against most of our killers, especially lower tiers, punishes them quite a lot. But against a killer like Ghoul, was there Champion of Light just then? Like, being for real for a moment, was it actually Champion of the Light? I don't think so.
Nah, maybe not. The swings are so fast with their add-ons here. And we do spot Wicca in a shack here. We have 1 gen remaining, and Wicca is on Death Hook. So if we do get them out of the game, that would make this 3 gen a lot easier to hold.
I still think, though, Mal, our survivors of Unholy have a really good chance of getting some outs here. We have 1 generator remaining to be done. They're splitting up along our, I think it was our 10 gen from memory, and this bottom 7 gen, which is a really nice split for our survivor side. So I definitely think outs are on the table here.
With the gen pressure they have right now, for sure, it's likely the last gen can finish. However, we do have 3 injured survivors, and Ghoul is one of those killers that can just snowball a game really quickly with their power because of that mobility, right?
Oh yeah.
So I still think we have a potential 4K0 possibly, but it's going to take a bunch of slugging and good use of our final 5 coup stacks here.
I'm wondering if Nia's going to be able to get out of the situation though, because if Nia can escape here, it would be very, very good for Unholy.
Getting a fresh hook out is such a big thing. Oh,
and I believe it'll be our top side.
Curse, Ghosty. Do you know who's in shack right now?
I can hear the perilous screams of our Nia. Oh, I think the changes to the stickiness of Ghoul's tag, meaning that C can't actually latch onto the sidewalls to close the distance onto Nia. A nice little vault to the shack window to close the distance, and we might get a bit of a coup swing here. Do we see it?
No, I don't think there was enough distance for the coup swing there. But we probably are going to see our survivors coming in to hit take at this point.
Oh, this is good. This should be a hit, but we can see a nice coup swing around Wicca. That was beautiful and definitely shows
well played by Steph.
By coup. And Wicca's in a bit of a rough spot here, Mal, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think they probably will be able to make it towards the gate, because we're going to get the pick here. Like, this is the smart play. I wouldn't risk trying to slug Wicca in case someone else is lurking nearby, right? And they somehow get that gate open, or even just the pick, and then they re-stealth. So we're gonna get the hook here on Tavo in the basement, and I wouldn't be surprised if the survivors just call outs here. Because like, it's gonna be really hard opening this gate with the gate right next to the door that the Ghoul is probably gonna stand by. Like,
especially like with the stair side being literally right at the door where Ghoul can just stand by with the gate right behind him, being able to body block that exit towards the gate as well. As much as you definitely don't want to be letting a first hook survivor die, because that's an extra 2 stages of water to the killer side, this is going to be a bit tough. In saying that though, our Enraged will be wearing off soon, so we will need to re-tag someone if they decide to actually attempt to come save this, and
They
I won't
do.
lie now, they haven't left yet.
They are ghosty. They did get a reset here in the mid-map, and they're running back towards Shack as we speak, so we're going to be seeing our survivors here attempt a basement save. Oh boy, this is exciting. These endgame situations sometimes can be so tense.
Oh yeah, and Ace being cashed off at the gate, trying to open it, and it's a bit of a dicey situation.
Oh,
We'll
I think
see.
Ace's bait might have paid off. Oh, we're just gonna commit Ace here. Cool.
Big coup swings, the unhook onto Tavo comes through, but they're not out of the trial yet, and Tavo's got one hell of a run to go ahead of them. A nice short swing onto Vicar, meaning that coup is still up as well. We're going to get another tag onto Anna, and we've got a long way to run. But we get bitten onto Anna. This is a bit devastating at the moment, but we do have 2 slugs, so we could just get it down onto Wicker real quick and secure another 2 stages on the board, which will be the same equivalent as Tavo.
I was gonna say, if we're able to down Wicca, hook them, and then go and hook Dan, that is just 2 stages. It was to be the same result. However, Dan gets picked, Ghosty.
Oh,
and they're straight onto the gate.
So well. -1 hook stage.
Oh, we can see the gate being worked on, and I don't think Stefa is going to go and risk anything, and they're going to take the guaranteed hook stage here, sacrificing one of their hook stages, but secure, getting a guarantee rather than risking losing 2.
As well as like saving 4 stages, that's very, very good. But honestly, considering the map, and it's definitely not one you would normally expect to see Ghoul on, and as we know by our fellow caster Flare, this is a bit of a rougher map for Ghoul with all that mid-map clutter with the jungle gyms to try and go through and weave through with power. Very good stage results by Stay on a Ghoul to get our result.
7 stage 4 fresh. It's always nice when you're getting stages, right, to see that 4 fresh on the board, which means that our opponent's win condition will be 8 stages, and their tie condition is also 7 stage 4 fresh. So, if you're able to get a fresh hook survivor out of the gate, or out, that just means you win, right? So if one survivor can just stealth the whole time and pressure that fresh hook escape, it is very safe for the rest of our survivors, even if they all, I guess we can't concede more than 2 survivors, but it's still very good for our killer here. They could get 7 stage, and if it's not all 4 fresh, that's still a win for the other team.
Oh yeah, Unholy's killer is in definitely a duel situation. It's going to be tough. 8 stage 4 fresh might seem to some as that's not too bad. Surely it was a killer like Ghoul, but honestly,
again, the mid-map here in this map.
Also, yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they go with this.
Yeah, and I just want to say, W-Coup value that game.
Oh yeah, especially on that last down. I think it was on Tavo to get that tackle down around Wicker. That just shows someone that knows their coup de grace.
Lunging around the survivor to get the down and avoid the body block is very well played by them.
But also well played by Wicker as well to take that body block as well, showing really good survivor gameplay, sending that death survivor to support.
Honestly, the coordination for our survivors here to get the what do you call it? Words escaping.
The basement save.
Yeah, to get the basement save in endgame is that's beautiful. Not easy to do, especially against killers at this caliber. That could have very easily went south and could have resulted in 3 people slugged that because they.
Oh yeah, and especially if our 2 first hook survivors went down, that would have been catastrophic if they ended up going on hooks as well, because that would have been an extra 4 stages on the board as well. But overall, very strong performance by both sides.
Yeah, and we're gonna go see how Unholy's killer does next. So we're gonna be right back as we get the next lobby going. Ghosty and I will see you in a bit, and yeah, take care. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket round 2 here in Season 4 of Unholy versus Nova. We have Unholy here on the killer, this time with a win condition of 8, stage 4 fresh. And, a win condition of 8 stage and a tie condition of 7 stage 4 fresh. I'm joined with me by Ghosty. Ghosty, how are you? And we have Ku again with our build, but this time handkerchief instead of satchel.
A bit of a swap over with the build now. We've got the handkerchief now instead of the satchel, so we have an extra distance on our lunge range, meaning we are reaching further. Very interesting slingshot there. I think that was meant to be a second bite onto Yoichi, but we do still get it through. And corrupt intervention this time now, meaning our top side is blocked, and a very nice 3-gen as well for
Corrupt instead of ruin. Also, Ghosty, I just want to say, like, as you can see from that bite, I think we need to lower the stickiness on the bite some more. Let's just make it so that we can't bite survivors. I think the community would love that.
Okay, now, if you want to say that Ghoul can't bite survivors, your unknown cannot spit on survivors.
Okay, dude. I don't think nuh-uh. Like, you're comparing an A tier killer to, like, what, a B, C tier killer? Come on, man.
I mean, hey, we've seen Unknowns do some crazy stuff, and I mean, considering some of the buffs, quote-unquote, you want to give Unknown, like, let me, like, let the cooldown be lower, or, like, I heard with, like, the 2v, let me
guys, hear me out, UVX with no cooldown. No, but,
alright, now.
But here we get another bite here on Rascal in the mid map, and, Ghosty, what, I just, like, oh, my blind.
Oh, my eye.
I can't see. No, but it looks like we have a 4 lane here, and I really like that's my favorite jungle gym there as a survivor in that mid part of the map there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a very nice slingshot onto Ace. So
the one with the... Oh? I was gonna say the one with the long wall of the Paladin Center. It's really lovely to play that one. But...
oh, yeah.
Yes, looking good map RNG here for our survivors.
But honestly, I don't think Wicker's in a bad spot. Like, we do see a reset onto Yoichi, and we're getting a lot of tags, which is that's where Ghoul's element is. Like, they love having all the survivors injured.
They do. Speaking of all the survivors injured, no Ku this time, as the gen hasn't finished. Ghosty, I have a question. What do you think of Thanatophobia on Ghoul? As we did have a Ghoul run that the other day.
I mean, I'm not a no fan of Thanos, so... back a while ago, when I was like earlier stages into competitive myself, I'm still fairly new to the block, but when I used to do early Ghoul sets, when I was like just getting into the killer, practicing it and that, I was a big fan of Thanos sloppy on Ghoul. Playing the hit and run at the start with your power, getting everyone injured and slowing down their resets of sloppy, I honestly think it's not the worst choice. Granted, if survivors are smart and good with their resets, you lose a lot of power from it, but I don't honestly think it's a bad shout if you can get quick downs and keep everyone injured, and Ghoul is a killer that can keep injuries up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that it is definitely has some merit. I just feel like Thana, sometimes you just can't get that fourth survivor, because they just hard stealth it once they find out you have Thana.
No.
And once you get your tunnel out, like you can't get the fourth stack because Thana doesn't check dead survivors. Oh,
I don't think we wanted to bolt that.
No, tragedy, Wicca. But that would have been a sick body block, though, so you must admit.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been such a clean body block. That would have been chef's kiss moment. But in saying that, we do have 3 survivors injured at the moment now, so this is a little bit scary for our survivors. And one of our injured survivors, I think this is Adam, I believe, is now going to be in the chase.
Like I said, Ghosty earlier, like Ghoul can just snowball off of like a bunch of injured survivors very quickly if they get a good M1 downs, and like have the game sense to know where all the survivors are, so you can like cut them off and quickly get to where they are before they can reset. As the gen does finish, we have our first gen, a firecracker, and we look up into the sky to dodge it. That was really close, Ghosty.
I would have been, like, honestly shocked if that firecracker landed. Like, I liked the idea and where I think that was Adam was going with that, but unfortunately, Wicker had good reaction time to avoid it.
Yeah, Stefa unfortunately is now on Death Hook, and they are looking to be our tunnel out here for this trial, Ghosty. Oh,
I'm a bit worried as well now. We have 4 gens still up at the moment, which is I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a bit scary at the moment. Yeah, and we do have a nice lead bot side as well, I believe, with only 2 gens remaining top side, and we have a nice pain res over in this 9 corner, so we can play. That's for this bot side.
Wicca is in a very good spot here in this game right now, and our survivors really need to make sure that Stefa doesn't get spotted. They get the reset on them, and perhaps they play like they play safer gens and stay out of the killers line of sight for as long as possible. Because if once Wicca is able to reacquire Stefa, they're just going to commit a chase on them, and that will be a 1v3, and you do not want to be in a 1v3 against Ghoul for as long as possible.
Oh yeah, no, and especially with 4 generators remaining, with I believe our top gen being the only one to so far be popped, and unfortunately with the unhook onto Rasco, we are now in Enraged, and we had some aura reading descent as well.
From our eruption.
Oh no, it was eruption, true, so Adam has unfortunately been erupted, and we've unfortunately, I believe, found our tunnel out, so this is big problems, team. We do not want Stay to be dying at this point with still 4 gens remaining, and our only real gem was progress being that 5 gen, and I was about to be very heartbroken for Wicca for a moment there if that bite didn't come through, but it does come through. But we are in a good spot for the survivor side, taking chase all the way topside, allowing us to pressure that, as I was actually mistaken, the 4 gen bot side with the 5 gen popping, but a nice coup de grace to down steam, and they will be removed from the trial. Yeah, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately for our survivors, Stefa will be our first sacrifice here at 3 gens remaining. Now, Caster's Curse at 2 gens remaining. I am so sorry, Wicca, my bad.
I mean, this is still a dangerous spot to be in, Mel. We're in a not the longest loop, and we do have that coup de grace up and running, so... Big goose down onto Rasco! Showing the value of this perk that mostly is not that good, but if used properly, very underrated perk.
I think my favorite part about Coup is that it's very skill expressive. Like, it's very easy to get very little value from it and kind of just like underutilize it, but once you really know how to play around it, it gets you stuff like that, Ghosty. Though to be fair, that was like a 50 pallet, but it'll pretty much mean that you will win that 50 if you use it right.
And a lot quicker as well. Like, some 50s, if like the survivor reacts well, can take longer than what you would expect. But with Coup, it just immediately shortens it down to, like, I would almost say, Mal, if you're talking about percentages, like a 70-30, 60-40?
Yeah, I think 70-30 is pretty accurate. Maybe like a 75-25 even.
Yeah.
But also, Ghosty, I must say, we have an injured survivor, we have a healthy survivor, and a hooked survivor. This is danger. Oh no!
Ooh, we get caught up on that little filler chunk in the middle. That's unfortunate in that Yoichi QWERTY manages to sneak away without taking the health save. But in saying that, we do get our enraged up at least, so we have our 3 dashes, and then we can instantly follow up and get our bite down onto Yoichi. And in our bottom side, which is not where we probably want to be right now, even though we did pop up some of our gens there, I believe we are still 3 gen bot side, so...
Yeah, I don't know. This is looking very, very scary here for our survivors. With a tunnel out happening this, like, it wasn't that early, like, a start of 2 gens remaining. We are in a 1v3, but all 3 survivors here are injured, and they have to make the choice, right? Do they get resets or do they work a gen?
I low-key think now that we might have some motors being cranked at the moment, because remember, as long as we get a survivor out like Ace, they win this set.
Yeah.
If they manage to pop these 2 gens quick enough, maybe Rasco goes for a last-minute trade and sacrifices themselves for QWERTY as our 4th gen pops in the trial. At the end of the day, as long as Ace escapes, they win the set.
No, they have to only get 8 stages to win con, Ghosty.
Oh wait, true, but like it's it's the same
Ace
as
and someone else. Ace and someone else.
Would it be? Oh wait, no, you're true, yeah, because if we get 3 death survivors, it would be 9 stages.
Well, go see it. I don't think it's going to matter as Ace is in a chase. Oh,
yeah, no. Oh, a good pallet drop. Yeah, no, I think my brain's with at the moment. It's been a long day, but...
Oh, yeah, there's quite a bit that's been happening today, so we are a bit tired, Ghosty.
But unfortunately, with Ace being caught out here, this is probably the last survivor they want in chase at the moment, and not having any remaining resources means poor Pokos goes down. But hold on, it looks like Wicca's once more. They're out for blood. The Ghoul has not had their drink and filled us yet. I swear, is this a Drax that we're watching right now?
Okay,
and it looks like they're eyeing off QWERTY. They're going to be our next bite victim.
It looks like Rascal's gonna run into the mid map here. I think, honestly, you know what I would do if I were Wicca here? I would just go and pick. I would go pick, yep. And that's exactly what we're doing. I'm gonna go pick, hook, and I'm gonna stand in front of that hook, and I'm gonna make it so that we get the win condition. Because, like, you're playing for the 4K0 here can be very tricky, right? And, like, if they do get the pick on Ace and they re-stealth and get that out, it's going to be problems for Wicca.
Yeah, and also, unlike for Nova's side killer, Unholy doesn't have 4 survivors, and both of our remaining survivors are injured. Ooh, I do see that we have our 9 gate open though, so that's not a horrible gate to have open to potentially make a play for.
Yeah.
But 2 survivors for an unhook, I don't know, Mal. I think it might be wraps here.
It's not over till it's over, Ghosty. We've seen some crazy basement saves before, but it is gonna be very hard here. We
Oh yeah.
we are currently at our 7 stage 4 fresh tie condition, right? So we can't let another hook stage hit the board, or it will
We need
be
all 3 survivors out at this point,
yeah.
and
And
yeah.
we can't even let Pocos go second.
No, and that hook timer is ticking down slowly, and like they don't even have the luxury of Rasco going in to die for
Cool.
photos. Unfortunately, we're getting hit, so that means that
Oh no, it's over,
Rasco is
Ghosty. It's
down.
over.
But unfortunately, this will be a trade, meaning that will be the final hook stage
No,
that
no.
Wicker needs.
Wait, Wicca's not. Okay, Ghosty. Imagine if all the survivors go to the gate and Rasco's able to get Hatch. That would have been really cool, but never mind. It looks like Wicca does make the correct choice here and just goes to pick, gets the hook, gets our 8 stages, and gets our win.
Yeah, no, that would have been an incredible performance and play if our survivors were able to do that, but that, I believe, would have meant that Wicker had to play super, super greedy, when literally all they had to do was hook poor Rasco for that trade, and that secures them our ghoul set. But me being a bit of a ghoul enjoyer, I did love that set. I always enjoy my ghoul games, even though my poor Rize will never see the light of day. Why does she have to be a legendary skin? Why?
I mean, yeah, maybe one day, Ghosty, maybe one day.
I'll put in a petition.
Oh, you're gonna put a petition. All right, you could go submit it to the balance requests next season or something. I don't know. Maybe for next
W,
season, we'll
I'm
see.
on balancing team, so I can definitely do that. Sure, everyone flip it. Lee going to send it to the balancing team. Done.
Yeah, but the whole team has to review it, and I'm also on the balancing team, Ghosty.
All right, I'm pulling out the gun.
Oh, what the gun? Guys, help! Ghosty's holding me hostage. But also Ghosty, that was a 1 stage difference, by the way, between both killers. 8 stage 4 fresh and 7 stage 4 fresh. Like,
Oh,
very
that
close
was such
match.
a tight game, especially for a ghoul set as well. Like, and I'm surprised no 4Ks, even though like with Software One it is usually looked at as more of a stage game. But like honestly, very, very close game, and even finished the same way, Mal, with a basement hook during the end game.
Yeah,
It's just
it's just
unfortunately they didn't have the 3 survivors to be able to make that attempt. They only had 2 remaining.
yeah, I just wanted to say, yeah, the main key difference, right, is that it was 3 survivors coming for the rescue. This time it was only 2. So I think that that missing survivor at the end really is what made the basement hook very unhook very difficult for our survivors, because like we got the first hit, but then we were down there and it was only 1 survivor running down to the hook, which means it's just going to be a hook trade, right?
Yeah, and also the unfortunate part of if they had that 1 extra stage to play for and our Deathlock survivor was able to make it down for that trade, they could have potentially actually tied the set if unfortunately poor Ace didn't get caught off and downed at the back of Shack. So it was really unfortunate that Wicker was able to spot them out and catch them off towards the end there, because
Yeah.
if they didn't get that first, like that fresh hook onto Ace, if that trade happened, that could have been a tie for the set.
Yeah, no, for real. And like I think it's less so on Ace there and more well played by Wicca to have the
Yeah,
game sense to find Ace.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 1,000,000%. Like, unfortunate for Ace and very well played by Wicker, but overall, I think Nova Survivors and Unholy's Killer did very well that match, and the same in reverse. Like,
Bro, it was so
Unholy,
close. Literally,
Nova
we've been
Survivors
having
and Unholy's Killer.
yeah, we've been having such close games here. Like the previous game of Mercy versus Radiant, we had a bunch of tiebreakers, and this one we have like literally 1 stage differences in our result. So I'm very excited, Ghosty, for our next set, which is
Oh, yeah.
if I recall, we're gonna see the Lich on my favorite map, Ormond Lake Mine.
And I love a Lich set. Like, how can you go wrong with the master of the mystic arts, you know? Like, it's going to be good, I reckon.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be very good, and we will see you guys in a bit as we get that lobby set up. Hello and welcome. Oh, actually, Ghosty, you're doing the intro. My bad. Go, Ghosty.
Oh, my bad, gang. Welcome back, everyone. We are on the Frosty Mountains of Almond Lake Mine with a Lich set with Unholy's Killer Wicca going first, and the Spellmaster himself for our killer, and a nice orb onto Rasco, meaning our first chase will be starting very quickly. But as mentioned before, I've got my lovely co-caster, the myth, the legend, and our lovely owner of Blood Rush League, Mel. Lich
Hi,
on one of
hi.
your favorite maps. What do you think?
Oh my god, I love Armand Lake Mine. It's my favorite map in the whole game. But Lich is a very fun killer. I like how Ormond Lake Mine has a lot of different terrain elevations here. So we got some very cool uncrouchable skulls in some of the spots here. Just little dips and in the terrain really let you really enable that. However, we do get a very fast down, Ghosty. What do you think? Like with Ruin Thrill, Ruin Thrill Blood Favor is a very popular perk choice here for Lich.
I've been seeing it actually surprisingly a lot, especially Blood Favor as well. Thrill's a nice little like safety net as well. Instead of what you would normally expect to be Undying, Thrill a very good choice considering that we are running 2 totems as well with Ruin to back things up. And if we lose our totems, we do have Pain Res also to beat down the gens. And unfortunately, we've caught off 2 survivors in the main building, which is a bit of a devastating moment for our survivors. A nice tag onto Quirty, Ayuichi, but the pull does come through onto Rasco, so we're going to do a gotta leave that and then head straight back for Rasco. We are at 5 gens now. This is a bit scary of a start.
Yeah, this is a bit dicey. We can see in the background, Stefa is working on that totem. Hopefully for our survivors, it'll see the Blood Favor Ruin, but hopefully for the killer, it's Thrill. What an insta-skull Ghosties.
No, I love it. Killers, Mel. Like, they're always nice to see. And I can't lie that a good friend of ours, Phoenix, I've been clobbered by a few of those insta-killers sometimes.
Yeah?
I just feel like, why?
Be careful about talking about. Be careful about mentioning Lich though around Phoenix. He's gonna start talking about spanceling and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, true. We have to tell him to like, hey, just keep it simple, Phoenix. Like, just keep things like normal, you know. Don't have to do the flashy stuff.
Big shout out, by the way, to Phoenix. If you guys enjoy the music here in our intermissions, the playlist is from Phoenix, so it is their music that we are using. Well, their choice of music.
He's got a good banger playlist. Old Phoenix plays.
We do get the Unhook here, Ghosty. We're at 4 gens, and Rasco is in a bit of a bind.
Also, Mel, I just realized as well, our totem that popped was Ruined, so we do have Blood Favor still up as well, and going upstairs into main, we can send off the floor skellies. Ooh, we're not firing them off early though. But
it's on cooldown.
I know it is. I am blind, but unfortunately, we do have Mage Hand to hold up this pallet. Do we make it a Reno? The skellies being coming up. A nice little cancel into an insta-skelly. Okay,
guys,
maybe like
they did the
saying about, yeah. They actually did think. Phoenix, are you in chat right now? Are you watching some like? Oh, that was clean.
That was well played. We can see why. We can see, by the way, why Unholy picked this set. Wicca is a bit of a demon here on the Lich.
Oh yeah. Oh, an unfortunate vault back on pallet though. I think
they were trying to fake that. That was. I don't think that was the miss flying. I think that was just a mind game that Yoichi won.
Well, no, I'm more thinking about it, like, because I see once again, big shout out to Phoenix. He does that as well, where he'll look like he's going to fly over, but like slide along the pallet enough so that he literally just body blocks you from the pallet and pushes you away from it. So I think that might be what Wicca was potentially looking to do. I could be wrong though, don't get me wrong. That could have been also very well played by Yoichi to win that, but unfortunately, Yoichi Quirty has been slugged and we are immediately into chase. Onto Steve with some force coming through.
No, we can tag and we hit the wall with our movement speed, but we still make the window. Go see.
Oh, and send them out. Unfortunately, our Deep Six pallet has been blocked by Blood Favor. Unfortunately, that totem is still remaining, and we don't have much more. And unfortunately, poor Steve will be going down next to a Pain Res. This is problems for our team. Hopefully, Pogo's has been rotating for the on Yoichi so they can get at least their second survivor back into the trial. Yes, thank God they're back onto Yoichi.
Ghosty, we are in a position of one hooked survivor and 2 injured survivors across the map here, and we spot one of the injured survivors here in the mid map, which means they can't get that reset, and it spells danger here for our survivor group, Ghosty. With at 3 gens remaining, if they misplay this and get 4k3, a 4k4 win condition on the Lich, I feel is gonna take a miracle.
Yeah, no, like, Wicca is performing and firing on all cylinders at the moment. We'll just cheeky little double vault back into the jungle gym. Our skeletons are on cooldown. We don't have Mage Hand either, so we get to reuse the pallet, meaning that Ace can make it all the way back up towards our one side of the map. No, it looks like maybe going towards mid, if not main. No, we're going to our mid section of the map. We do have a nice little filler pallet here.
Yeah, they're going to play this filler, but it's not the safest.
No, and we are going to go down, meaning that we'll be securing our third, almost said fourth, oh my god, third fresh hook of the game, and looks to be another pain res hook, and Blood Favor is still in play, but in saying that, we are hooking the Survivor right next to one of our totems. Fingers crossed for Wicked, that is Thrill, but in saying that though, I think our Survivors are in a dangerous situation at the moment, Mal.
Yeah, like, again, Ghosty, both survivors are injured and one on hook. I'm pretty sure they're across the map here. I think they decided to opt to work on gens instead of getting the reset.
I don't blame them, honestly. Like, if they can at least get, at worst, one more generator done, bringing it down to a 4K2, a 4K3 win con is a lot better than a 4K4. I don't know about
just, like, conceding a 4. Yeah, it is better, but, like, it's still not good. Like, on Lich, Ghosty, I mean,
it's still, I think, over at the end of the day, like, I agree, like, you wouldn't want to concede it fully in that, but a 4K4 on Lich? Oh no. But I will say, Mal, in my little yap spray, we have got the unhook.
Yeah, the unhook did happen here by Yoichi. Very good by them getting that unhook to make sure that the game is recoverable still. No, but I'm just thinking, Ghosty, like, I think it would be a lot safer, honestly, if our survivors get some resets going and re-tackle the situation from the healthy from a full health state rather than
it would be nice. Yeah, another Spancel coming through, but unfortunately it doesn't connect with the skulls, and we do get another Gen Pop now. Like, I don't disagree that having our health states will be helpful for these, like, immediate chases that follow up as he's able to get through, but they have managed to get another Gen Pop, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit high risk, high reward here. If like, it went well for them this time, but, like, there is a world out there where for Dwight gets caught a bit earlier, gets downed, and the last survivor is found rotating towards the hook, and then we are all dead.
Oh, and unfortunately, Qwerty, Yoichi, our final remaining fresh hook survivor, has been caught by the orb, taking chase over by Water Tower, but I'm just going to mention something, Mal. We're missing a survivor right now.
We are missing Pokos. What is Pokos up to? And it looks like they are working the generator here at 7. It's about 75%, but we do have a pain res, Ghosty. Will we make the pain res?
I reckon we probably will make this potentially, and if we get this pain res through, and we do manage to catch Pokos off with an orb, it will put a devastating final blow onto our survivors, and I think we heard the scream. But I mean, honestly, bringing it down to a 4K2, as much as, like, it's still a scary win condition, like a 4K3 on the Lich, a little bit scary. A nice little crash there by Pokos to dodge the Skellies, but unfortunately nothing else.
I mean,
at least they managed to get it down to that.
Yeah, I guess. It's better than a 4K for WinCon, but it's still going to be a very tough ask here for the killer of Nova. But Ghosty, also, I don't think the crouch there is what dodged the skulls for Ace at the end. Those were uncrouchable skulls because of elevation.
I might have been mistaken, like, my elevation might have been a little bit off, and it could have just been a nice little sidestep, but...
it was slightly too far to the Ace was too far to the right, so the skulls did miss.
But in saying that, even if, like, that was a crouch or regardless, like, poor Pokos literally just had nothing.
Yeah, it was a good dodge, but, like, the skulls kind of zoned them away from the shack, and, like, what do you do, right? You're at edge map, you're injured, like, you just kind of die.
Like, still very, very well played by Nova Survivors, bringing it at least down to a 4K2, which I agree, 4K3 is going to be very scary for Nova's killer. But in saying that, it could have been worse. Like, a 4K4, I would be trembling if I had to try and meet that sort of a result. But very well played by Wicker, very strong performance, showing off the power of Spancel, as most would say. Normally, you wouldn't try that sort of stuff in a competitive setting, because most survivors, especially ones that know the Lich well, can kind of tell what you're doing and understand the little hand signs and stuff, but we got the value out of it.
Yeah, well played. I mean, like, usually there's no opportunity cost for doing it as well, right? If you're planning to shoot the skulls and you're able to spancel it, I think it's perfectly fine. However, Ghosty, it is Lich, right? But we have seen a 4K4 on Lich before, so, like, hey, anything is possible.
Oh yeah, especially with this map, like, this is a magical wonderland of snow with the master of the arts wizard himself, like, who's to know? Could pull a rabbit out of his hat for all we know.
And I mean, hey, we have Stefa back here on the killer for Nova, and they did a really good job, right? So, on the goal. Oh yeah. So I'm very excited to see them play again.
Bit of a rivalry between these two members of each team. We've had them back to back for the killers, so
Yeah,
We'll have to see how the rivalry battle continues for our second set.
I might be a bit biased, Ghosty, because I'm a killer player myself, right? But I really appreciate the killer players of the teams like that come out and play. It's really really cool to see them like come out here and show us what they got. And Stefa and Wicca here have both proven and shown us like they're very exceptional players.
Oh, I definitely agree, and I honestly would consider them like, if not one of the more important sides of a team, the backbone and core structure of a team. Without your killer players, yes, you could have very good survivor players, but without the strength and backing of your killer players, it can be tough sometimes. And the same the other way around. If you don't have that survivor side to back up your killer mains as much as they might be strong, it can be a little bit tough. But so far, the performance has been incredibly good by
Yeah,
both
like
sides.
both
But I
sides have.
believe,
I was gonna say, Ghosty, both sides have had very strong killers and very strong survivors.
oh, like these results so far have been very close, and would not surprise me if we have a another close run in this next set. But I think we might have to unfortunately go to a very short intermission while we set up the lobby, Mel. So.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back as we get the lobby going.
Welcome back, everyone. We are on to Game 2 of our second set for Blood Rush League Season 4, I believe, main bracket, with our Lich set on the Ormond Lake Mine. Nova's Killer stay battling it out. The rivalry between Wicca and C continues, and it looks like the rivalry begins with a chase between the two, but also the Orbis hit 2 survivors with Anna on the Lara being hit as well. Mal, you're back with me in the caster's booth. What do you think of this start with 2 survivors being hit in Orbit, merely going into chase, and batteries included coup de grace for our build?
Oh my, not another coup! Oh, I love coup. But batteries included is a very interesting choice. Comboed with coup means you might have some demonic lunges here from Stefa.
Talk about max lunge range with Lich at its finest. Ooh, delayed in the power pickup and a nice hit take by Ace.
Oh my god, Ace Heart Anna supporting Anna. Oh, sorry, Ace Heart Anna. Dan Heart Anna supporting Anna. Heart Dan. Oh my, a bit of a duo team here.
Makes me wonder if only the teamwork perks were allowed to be in play. What do you reckon our Lara and Ace would be running our teamwork combinations if they were legal?
Guys, I one time suggested to some of our balancing team. Guys, what if we allowed teamwork? What do you call the teamwork power of 2 against Hag? And then I was told to never cook again.
I mean, also, no, that was because you may have been getting bullied by yours truly and a dear friend of ours, as we were feeling a bit cheeky, and I loved the clip that came from it because it was a very funny reaction when you clicked on what we were doing, being little menaces.
I was like, wait a minute, they're so fast.
Gotta run, make it all the way to the God Palette, cross map of Midwich. You love to see it.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the teamwork perks. I think they're such a really cool theming in the game. However, their current the balancing on them can be a bit iffy depending on what the killer is and what you have available.
100%. Do you have our first gen pop in the background though, Mal? Yeah. And with one hook on the board, needing from memory, a 4K3
win condition
for a win.
And a 4K2. Yeah, 4K2 for a tie. I don't know, there is a potential here, right? There is potential. We have Dan here injured. If we get this hook down, Dan, Pain Rest Dan, stop Wicca's gen, we could still be seeing a 4K3, but with Wicca's gen currently at 75% here, and it is the gen here at 9. We do sorry, at 10. We do interrupt it. 11. Okay, you know what? I might be getting it. It might be 4 a.m.
I mean, from memory, Mal, you had a very busy day over the last 2 days with a lot of solo casting, so I think our viewers can understand you might be a little bit eepy at the moment.
It's alright. Gotta chug through it here for everyone, so we could all have wonderful, wonderful Dead by Daylight content. But
of course.
Yeah, no, the gen there was 75%. Getting that interrupt there was so important for Stefa here. They need to go slow down the game and get the tunnel out happening. We need to be in a 1v3 very soon, is what I think.
Oh yeah, no, I could definitely agree here. And honestly, as long as we don't venture off too far away from Anna's hook, we're in a good spot to potentially secure our death here with 4 gens remaining. But as you mentioned, we do have high progress gens at the moment.
Our survivors are opting to instead work gens instead of going for the unhook here to try and secure the win condition. A gen pops in the background, Ghosty, and it looks like another gen here at the 11 is about to pop as we enter a chase here with Ace. Ace dodging the uncrouchable skulls very well as poor Anna dies on the hook at 2 gens remaining. We are at our Tycon. What a coup hit and batteries value as well.
Showing that extra little bit of range for those that don't know that haste can give, but I believe, Mal, unfortunately, the dreaded sound of our 4th generator popping, meaning that Unholy, I believe, have taken our match, Mal, since I believe they actually won our ghoul set. So, unfortunately for Nova, even though these matches have been very close and a spectacle to watch,
what a hit.
Unholy walks away.
Yeah, no, like I said, Ghosty, right? It's Lich. Have 4K3? It's we've seen good results on Lich, but those are mainly outliers. I feel like you're most of the time on Lich, you're probably looking at on this map. I would say maybe high stages, low 4Ks, but a 4K3 Ghosty at coup.
All of the coup value, no, but as you were saying, Mel, I agree. Asking for a 4K3 on the Lich, yes, the Lich has a lot available to him, the Master of the Arts, the Master of Spells, the Wizard of DBD, has a lot to his kit with all of the different spells that he's capable of doing, and also the support of our map, but a 4K3 is still, in my opinion, a very steep win condition. It was good that our survivors were able to bring it down to that, but even a 4K3 is a lot to ask for.
Even like Blight, a 4K. If I was playing like, I mean, not even if I was seeing a Blight and their win condition was a 4K3, I would still say that's a pretty tall order. Right?
Oh
like,
yeah, and Blight is like what, our second strongest kill in the game. Oh, a nice skeletons onto Wicker into another coup.
My God, Ghosty.
I swear, Mel, if you start running coup again, I'm actually gonna crash out. Like, this is gonna be the Phantom Fear crash out era again. I swear.
I'm gonna put coup on unknown, guys. It's gonna work, promise.
No. Let's not do that. That sounds diabolical.
No, Ghosty, what do you mean let's not do? I'm sure you would love it because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna do much.
I mean, I guess, but we've seen unknowns and what they're capable of if played well, and I'm sorry, Mal, but like in my heart, will still always be one of my favorite and like all-time strongest unknowns. We do
Ghosty, that's not true.
Good old Jay Danger himself, one of our resident unknown gamers, pulled off a very good performance in one of our recent games, but you can't lie, Mal. Like, your unknown is... Whoa, that was an interesting hit onto Wicker. I won't lie, I thought that Ace was copping that tag.
Yeah.
But as I was about to finish off with Samuel, like, your unknown pretty strong.
Well, thanks, Ghosty. I try. But, like, you know, I'm still relatively new, I'll be honest. Like, I need a lot more practice if I were to get on these guys' level. But that does come with time, and we could see here, like, our killers are crazy with, like, I'm speechless. Stefa, like, despite not hitting the win condition, we've gotten so many good hits here and good downs. They've been really utilizing the coup and the batteries to get very quick chases, Ghosty.
Oh, 100%. And we still technically have 3 coup stacks in the bag, 2 pain res hooks, and batteries, as we know, only get stronger as each gen completes, making generators that are completed very dangerous alongside coup de grace, adding that extra range to those already very crazy lunges. And honestly, Steph's playing a very, very good game at the moment, getting in a pretty reasonably quick tunnel out before our 1-gen situation, getting our second Death Hook Survivor. All 4 fresh hooks are locked in, so if it was down to that secondary win condition, at least we got our 4 fresh hooks. And overall, Steph has played a very, very good game over the course of this match, just like Wicker and all of our survivors present in today's match.
Yeah, big shout out to these teams for coming out here and playing. It is such a lovely game to be witness to. And we do engage in a chase here. Are the skulls gonna hit? Oh my God, I think it was slightly too low. If it was slightly higher, I think Ace gets hit there, Ghosty.
Oh yeah, no, like, I could see the vision there, and I think also State may have been trying to do a little bit of a style play, like, maybe not intentional, but a bit of style with the fall-off skulls on the Deep 6 field power. I know I'm putting into the down on the coup value this game.
This is what I mean, Ghosty.
More coup value than our ghoul game, honestly.
It's crazy. Like, these players, like, Steph has been utilizing every single coup token to get these, like, crazy downs.
Yeah, no, and also being, like, very, like, reservative when needed, like, not wasting coup stacks on very short swings that they know a short swing will hit. It shows their knowledge of this perk. I wonder if this may be, like, a comfort perk for them that, when available and they know they can get good value like we see they are doing, they take advantage of. And also, like, I still feel like coup's an underrated perk. You don't see it that often. Oh, what a nice insta-skelly with the spancel as well. We've had really clean spancel from both sides. Like, honestly, these 2 killers tonight, chef's kiss to them both. Like,
for Tavo there, I swear, sometimes it feels like the skulls are unreactable. Like, it just spawns on your head and you're dead.
Oh yeah, like, I will say, like, it's definitely something that I don't think the devs should ever get rid of this killer. As we know, they love removing our fun things from killers. Another nice coup hit onto Wicker. But as I was about to finish up with saying before passing back to you, Mel, like, it's just a fun thing that you can do with your killer. Show some skill expression, and like, as much as I will always miss my beloved kidnapsack on Ghoul, it's such a nice thing to see, especially done properly.
Ghosty, did you see that? Stefa shot the skulls at that slight dip in the ground because it was slightly below. It was uncrouchable, but it didn't look like it would be uncrouchable.
No, it's sort of unfortunately,
no, not the miss mage hand.
But no, that was a very well played skulls. And shows that stay.
Cool spin.
Oh no! Okay, stay. I think we're getting a little bit too flashy with things, but at the same time, that would
have been a cool spin.
Another clip for the montage, hopefully coming, Mel. I still want to see that happen, by the way. I want to see the Blood Rush League official Season 4 montage.
I'll keep that in mind, Ghosty, and maybe we'll get some highlights from our matches here in season 4. I'm sure. I mean, already just off of week 1 and week 2 here of our main bracket, we have already a considerable amount of, I think, very cool moments.
I agree 100%. Like, there's definitely been some crazy moments, and like honestly, even something like our little spin into an M1 there was, I believe, Coup would have been another perfect example of just beautiful moments. But overall, really, really strong performance by Stay. Unfortunately, wasn't able to meet the win condition or the tie condition. Very good gen efficiency by Unholy survivors, and Unholy, I believe, has now taken our match. But honestly, our goal game was so close, and
No,
that
that was
Lich game was
very good.
beautiful.
And like I was gonna say, like, go see there's always that like there's always the decision to, right, like, leave that survivor to die on hook in exchange for gen progress, and it is a very tricky call at the time, as you could get like you can make the call and then the survivor dies on hook and you don't get any gen pops, or get one gen pop out of the 3 you want, and then the other gens start regressing, and it pretty much is just you let someone die for almost nothing. But in this case, like, they managed to like get that payoff, get the 3 gen pops from letting Anna die on hook there. So very well played by the Unholy survivors to make that call and actually like utilize the time that the Lich had to be like near the hook. Because if the Lich leaves that hook and they get the pull at that, like, after they invested time already to like guarding the first stages of that hook, like the earlier parts, it would have been really bad for the Lich if the pull happened. So they took advantage of the fact that Stefa couldn't leave and like pumped out those gens, and it was crazy. And it's like very well played by Unholy. Good read on the situation, Ghosty.
No, 100%. And like, it shows that they know what they're doing, and as much as like obviously losing a survivor can be a big ordeal, they had the pressure to make up for it, and Anna didn't die in vain. Like, securing those 2 gens, setting up for essentially the win condition being secured and going straight into the tie condition, and then a very well played remainder of match, getting back down to 1 gen remaining, but still by Stay a 4K 1, I believe. Great result. I think that's usually our average for our Lich sets, and some really nice plays overall. Good usage overall of Lich's mechanics, and also to Wicker, same audio, like, definitely a strong performance.
Yeah.
Same, it was strong usage of the power. Cool spancel tech, showing the facade and the more intricate side of the killer that you wouldn't expect to see. I think it's a bit
And then a very
risky.
practical use of the spancels, I feel.
Yeah,
Like yeah, sometimes there are like these really cool techs the killer can do, but like when it's utilized, it's not really super practical. But like Spancel is one of those that really like messes up the survivor's dodging sometimes.
oh yeah, and like, it paid off as well. It wasn't a spancel that like looked okay but didn't gain anything. Each of our spancels, I believe, that we saw tonight gained something. Like, it
Yeah,
led to a hit, or
or
like
a
the
zone.
skellies being good, or a zone. Like, there
Yeah,
was always value out of the tech, which is what you love to see with these killers. Not only as the killers, well, like killer players knowing these techs, as like they've done their research, put the time into playing these killers and practicing the stuff, but also using them in a way to actually gain something out of it as well, whether it be zoning, a tag, or like just some form of plus. It's beautiful.
no, yeah, it was lovely, lovely, lovely to see the the game between Unholy and Nova. And go see, it was very lovely having you cast here with me. I'll be honest, I was a bit lonely last night, just solo casting all by myself for all those.
I know, Mel, but at the same time, it shows how amazing you are, and the Wonder Woman aspect of you being able to manage that sort of ordeal with, as much as some people don't understand how draining casting can be, but we always have fun. You'll definitely be seeing me more on that, and I'm always here around if you need me. Just chuck me a message, even though I agree, and heavens to bet I can be a bit slow and hard to get sometimes, I will admit,
Yeah,
but
go guys, go see Egos my message all the time.
no,
My DMs,
no, no, no,
yeah.
no, I love you now. But no, it was been
Um,
a pleasure being with you here tonight.
yeah, and thank you for
Very
being
well
here,
played by
Ghosty.
both teams. Congratulations to Unholy, but also really very well played to
Yeah,
Nova. It
shout
was
out to
a
Nova
great.
for putting up a really good game here, and congratulations to Unholy for taking the match. Um, we will be back sometime soon. The next match is the final match of round 2 is going to be scheduled soon, and it'll be updated on the Discord. So if you guys are interested in catching more Blood Rush League, please check out our Discord here and follow our follow our our channel here on Twitch. Wow, the word is escaping me. And you will get notifications whenever we go live, or notifications for upcoming matches, so you guys won't miss anything. But thank you all for being here. I hope to catch you all next time. I'm Mal. You can find me on Mal_ANZ on Twitch. And I'm joined with me by the lovely, lovely Ghosty Wazap, the team captain for Lamora. But we will be going now, and we'll catch you all next time. Thank you all for being here. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Bye.
Take care, everyone.